Good day, students. I remain yours. Edo is my name. I like my name. Do you know why? It was a problem for me in primary and secondary school because my name is just 3 letters, Edo, E-D-O. So it's very easy to write you as a noisemaker, those class leaders, because it's very easy, just 3 letters, E-D-O. Although I was not a noisemaker, I'm just telling you my name is very easy, E-D-O. Right. I welcome you once again to Computer Literacy 2. Computer Literacy 2. What should we expect when it comes to Computer Literacy 2? To make it easier, I will ask you to bring out your assignment for Computer Literacy 2. I'm sure by now you have your assignment. Can you bring out your assignment of Computer Literacy 2? Look at your instructions. What does your instruction say? This assignment consists of 2 sections, A and B. Section A is based on PowerPoint presentation, while Section B is based on Microsoft Excel. Follow the instructions carefully, prepare your documents, and print them according to instructions. Computer Literacy 2 is 100% practicals. But I'm going to guide you here how to go about it. The Computer Literacy 2. Are you ready? Yes. Let's get going. First, we're going to look at Section A, which is all about what? PowerPoint. The instruction for Section A says, prepare a PowerPoint presentation that can be used to teach learners. What is the aim of this assignment? You are going to be a teacher very soon. We are moving technologically forward. We are in an era whereby you can have a PowerPoint presentation in your class, have your work on the PowerPoint and use it to teach your learners. So you should know how to use a PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. Now on this assignment, on Section A, you are going to prepare for me a PowerPoint presentation that can be used to teach learners. Now, your topic for the presentation. Your topic should be chosen from either mathematics or natural science or social studies. So if I see a topic in your assignment that does not come from any of these subjects, my friend, I will mark you wrong. Alright? So you choose a topic from either mathematics or natural science or social studies. What do I mean? Open the syllabus of the primary school education, of precisely the junior primary school. For example, you open the mathematics syllabus for the junior primary school, choose any topic there. Or you open the syllabus for the natural science within the primary school, the lower primary, choose any topic. Same goes to social study. Your grade will be determined by the neatness of your presentation, correct spellings and grammar, and at the same time, you meeting all the requirements. What are those requirements I'm going to pay attention to? First of all, I've said you must choose from mathematics, natural science, or social studies. But how will I mark this presentation? Or what should you put in this presentation? Follow me as I put you through on what you must have on the presentation. Pay attention. What are the requirements? Number 1, you must have at least 10 slides. 10 slides. Each slide, there is a mark for it. So don't prepare me 1 slide, 2 slides, no. At least, it can be more than 10, no problem. At least 10 slides, including a title slide and a conclusion. If you want to have more than 10, No problem. Something else you must have on your presentation is the topic, as I've told you, should be from mathematics. So what that means that, let's look at your title slide. The title slide. So the title slide, what are you going to have? Mathematics. That's the first slide. Mathematics. If you look at the slide presentation that I'm giving to you now, there are different slides here. So your title slide should be mathematics or natural science or social studies. Then the second slide should be the lesson objectives. I'm sure you are an education student. You know what I mean by lesson objectives. Lesson objectives, what are the learners going to achieve by the end of this lesson? The expected learning outcome of this topic. So type in your lesson objectives. List these objectives using bullets. So your objective, use bullets for the objective. That is the second slide. The third slide should be your introduction. Introduction to that topic that you're talking about. Or you are talking about algebra. What is your introduction? Are you talking about the human body? What is your introduction? Are you talking about angles? What is your introduction? So let me repeat some things here. The first slide is going to be your title, where we have mathematics or social studies or natural science. The second slide will be the lesson objective. The third slide will be your introduction. The rest of the slide, there you develop the topic. While developing the topic, free to use different layouts for your presentation. There are different slide layouts. Free to mix them up, free to choose. So I'm not going to penalize you for your choice. That's why I say free to choose any slide layout for the rest of the slide. Apply 3 different themes to your presentation. So I don't just want to see one type of theme throughout. Apply different themes to your presentation. In your presentation, you must include some pictures or some clip arts, some images that can or that has a relationship with what you are talking about. For example, you are talking about maybe in natural science, you are talking about the digestive system. You are talking about the digestive system. I want to see a picture of what you are talking. You know, when you teach learners, especially at the lower primary, they can learn very well by looking at the pictures. So if you include pictures in your presentation, it enhances your presentation. It makes the learner to understand better. So you must include some pictures. But look at something that I included in my presentation here. I said, add clip arts or pictures when appropriate. You cannot add pictures of people who are dancing to a topic in mathematics. So it's not just about adding pictures. Relevant pictures, relevant to the topic you are talking about. So if your pictures are there and they are not relevant, it's as good as not having pictures. I have good marks for pictures. Relevant, appropriate, well placed. What do I mean? You have a picture. Let's say you said the human body. The picture of the human body, then you must label the picture. Human body. You label it. So the picture must go with a label telling me this is the name of the picture. So besides that, what else can you do when it comes to this assignment? Are you there? Please don't allow your friends sitting beside you to distract you from paying attention to me. Pay full attention to Edu so that you can understand what to do in your assignment. Drop your cell phone. Don't allow your cell phone to distract you from listening to me. Pay attention as I explained to you, so that you don't do things contrary to what is expected. Good. Let us continue the discussion. When you are done with your presentation, please check for spelling errors, grammar errors, okay, so that you can correct them. You are free to use different font styles. You are free to use different effects, but be consistent. Be consistent means, I don't want to say line 1, size 100, line 2, size 2. Be consistent in your font size, font style, your effects, so that the whole thing can look attractive and beautiful. You can use word art style when needed. The last point I want to discuss on presentation is very important. I want to read it. It says, when creating your presentation, remember not to have too many lines per slide or too many words per line. Don't have too many lines. Don't have too many slides per a slide. Few ones, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, cool. The rest you can move to the next slide. Don't have too many things in one slide. I said 10 slides, but you can go more than that. Don't try and squeeze everything in such a way that when you print it, I find it difficult to read. The rest is for you. What do I mean? Think about how creativity can come here. Think about how beautiful you can make your presentation. Think about how attractive your presentation can be. Think about how your presentation can really add value to the topic that you are going to present to me in your presentation. After the design of the presentation, please print the presentation. Print the presentation according to specification, according to the instructions that I have given you in your assignment. Let us now move to section B. Section B, which is Microsoft Excel. Did you know why I said Because there are quite a lot of learners, a lot of students, that when it comes to Microsoft Excel, they find it difficult to deal with. But Microsoft Excel is quite easy, provided you are involved in the doing of that assignment. Now, in Microsoft Excel, I have given you a table, a spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel. Type this exactly the way it is. Then, follow the instructions on how to answer the question. Now, you open a blank Microsoft Excel, you type travel expensive for the month of May as a heading. Column A, there you have sales rep. Column B, you have week, 1 kilometer. Just type everything the way it is. After that, you create a formula. After you have typed everything the way it is, you create a formula that can calculate the total kilometers traveled. What do I mean? If you look at column B, there you see week 1 kilometer. So let's look at Marison, for example, the first student there. He traveled 150 kilometers for the first week. He traveled 230 kilometers for the second week. He traveled 95 kilometers for the third week. He traveled 186 kilometers for the fourth week. In total, how many kilometers has he traveled? Very easy, right? Because you can easily take your calculator and do that. Yes. But this is Microsoft Excel. Do not use a calculator. I repeat, do not use a calculator. If you do that, you will pay for that sin when it comes to the examination. Because the implication is this: if you use a calculator, you have not taught yourself how to use formulas. Now, when it comes to the examination, and I ask you about the use of formulas, what do you get? 0. What do you get? 0. So if you use calculator, fine. Edo will not know because you are printing it out, but you will pay for that sin. You will pay for that disobedience when it comes to examination. So what should you do? You create a formula in Excel that can be used to find the total kilometers traveled. The formula for calculating, there is a function called sum. There is a function called sum which we use to add values together. So use your sum function to get the total kilometer traveled. The same thing you do for everybody, for every sales rep. Use the sum function. Don't just do it casually. Pay attention to how you are using the form. If perhaps you seek the attention, the assistance of someone, please don't let that person do it for you. I'm begging you, beloved student. What I'm saying is this. Maybe I don't know how to use a computer, which I know some of you don't know how to use a computer. Now you want a friend of yours, a family member of yours, who knows how to use a computer to help you. No problem, but not to help you do the assignment, but maybe to explain to you. When the person is trying to help you, please don't let the person do the assignment for you. The person can just tell you, okay, this is how you do it, this is how you do it yourself, so that you can really know what is there. Okay, are you fine? If you are fine, just look at your neighbor and smile to your neighbor. But I always tell you, be very careful, don't smile to somebody else's wife, okay, or somebody's ex-husband. Just a warm smile. Say, how are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? All right, my beloved student, I love you so much. That is why I don't want you to fail computer literacy. There is a column there which says amount due. Amount due. That column, you are going to work it out using a formula. In my instructions, I have given you how to calculate the amount due. I want to read this to you. Listen, and you can look at your own. What I'm reading here, it is there. I want to read it. All Excel formula used in calculating the total kilometer traveled in column G and amount due in column H for each sales rep must be written separately to show that formulas were used in your calculation, not a calculator. That is, when you are done with this table on Microsoft Excel, for you to prove it to me, for you to convince me that you did not use a calculator, show me the formulas that you used. For you to prove it to me that, Mr. Ido, I did not use a calculator. Show me the formulas that you did what? You used. Show me what? Show me the formula. What did I say? Show me the formula. I have very good marks for the formulas. If you don't show me the formulas, you will lose a lot of marks, because I'm not sure if you did use a calculator or the use of a formula. I want to force you to use a formula. So that last instruction says, I must see the formulas. How can you show the formulas? You see that little picture that you have there of your keyboard? Can you see that small place that I screenshot about your keyboard? There is a key there just below the escape key, which is called the answer key. Just a little bit below the escape key or above the tab key. That key will help you to display your formula. I've told you how to do about it. I say hold down the control key and press the answer key. So from a keyboard, while I'm on Microsoft Excel, while I'm on Microsoft Excel. By then you are done. By then you are done with the formulas. Just hold down the control key and the answer key. It will display all the formulas. All you need to do is to print it out. Can you see that assignment 2 is as easy as eating kapana? Very easy. So, I wish you all the best in your assignment 2. Assignment 2 is 100% practicals. The idea, the aim, the objective is to expose you to practical. Please work on the computers. If you don't work on the computers, if you don't work on the computer yourself, as I always say, and I will continue to say it, you will have problem with the examination. I don't want you to have problem with the examination. I want you to pass. Go home after you have listened to me. Please start your assignment immediately. If you have problems, free to contact Mr. Edu. My number remains the same, which is 081-480-4091. Alternatively, you can send me an email, or perhaps you can even SMS me. But I prefer you call me after work around 5:30, then we can have good student-teacher discussion. I remain yours. Edu is my name. Thank you.